Hello, motherfuckers. My anxiety is a bit high because this is the second attempt at a meeting. The first one, yeah, that was just odd. But, hello, motherfuckers, and welcome to my club of Cottontales. This is a place for me to be 100% me, while helping myself mentally and physically. I hope you're having a fan-fucking-tastic Friday. Blue Bear is above my cute little heart. It literally looks like just like a black ball, but that's Blue's face. And you got Flounder right there. He wanted to stay back there. It is 9 9:32 a.m. Good motherfucking morning from me to you, but of course, good afternoon and good evening too to all the motherfuckers around the world. We will be ending this meeting in about an hour. Um, just a short little meeting to sort of like wake me up because Friday I don't usually pick Rainbow up from school, but today's like a interesting short day, and I am needed to pick Rainbow up. So we will be doing that. That's why I'm fully dressed. Most people that tune into this are probably like, damn, bitch is actually wearing a full ass outfit. And it's because we got things to do. I thought about loading Jada Rose before we started the meeting, but I'm coming here to essentially kill some time, so definitely no need to load it beforehand, because there's not like. I was gonna say there wasn't time, but that's not right. My brains aren't fully awake right now. About an hour ago, I got a text message saying like, "Hey, um, Rainbow's dad is stuck because of the weather. Can you pick her up from school?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fucking course." Whoa. Where did this come from? It's just like a piece of paper just laying on me. Okay. That's a little weird. I'm gonna assume it was like on my phone. Like when my phone was face down on my table, it like the static electricity picked this up, and then when I went like this, it dropped on me. I'm gonna assume that. Otherwise, my brains would probably be like, what the fuck, fuckity fuck. This is a 21 plus and 420 friendly community. I am Kottontale Mooiisstt, a random content creator here on YouTube. Started making my content in summer of 2016, just as a way to have a place to be 100% me and help myself mentally and physically. All the ways that I thought it would help, it did, but then it did so much more than that too. And it's truly one of the greatest things that I've ever created. It was the greatest thing I've ever created until Junior came into my life. So aside from my daughter, which I grew in my body and popped out of my body, you are the greatest thing I've ever made. Alright. But yeah, I have an alarm set for 10:45 because that's when I need to leave my cave. It's super cold outside, like super cold outside. It's actually why I'm wearing this dress. Most people be like, "It's cold outside. Why are you gonna wear a dress?" Because this dress, it keeps me warm. Like I actually had to put a fan on because I started sweating because I put, shirt underneath it for extra warmth, and then I have my winter jacket, so I'm gonna be plenty warm. I have this little gray wolf face here. That's Rainbow's hat. I'm gonna bring it for her. I'm sure she has a hat from her Allie mom and dad, but just in case, I want to make sure that, her little ears are gonna be warm. Alright, we got the moist contentory, or I should say the moist chattery, all set up. Now, Dreamlight Dreamlight Valley really was the best choice for this random content because the only thing that we even have to do in Dreamlight Valley is collecting night thorns. So every day I gotta, log in because there isn't gonna be 11 night thorns, around the valley. That is not something that is gonna happen. We're not gonna have. I mean, that'd be cool if there was 11 fucking night thorns for us to mosey on into our hands and complete some more duties. Alright, I'm not seeing any night thorns in these areas. That means it's gonna be either the Forgotten Lands, Sunlit Plateau, the Frost biome, which I can't think of the name for some reason. Glada Trust or Dazzle Beach. Why can't I think of the name of... It's Frosted Heights, right? Yeah, Frosted Heights. Of course, as soon as I go to look, then my brain's like, oh, bitch, you know what it is. It's the Frosted Heights. And I'm just like, thanks. Alright, let's come here and sit at this beautiful little picnic area that I have set up. Alright, so we're going to get Jada Rose cashed out, because like I mentioned, I could have gotten her loaded before the meeting, but decided not to. Because I am a little tired, because I didn't go to bed, you guys, until really fucking late. It was like, I didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning. After 4 in the morning. All I remember is looking at the clock and being like, wow, it's 4:15 in the morning. Should probably go to bed. So, yeah. I was up, just enjoying life. So I'm kind of surprised I'm up at before 10 a.m. Because when I laid down, my initial thought was like, yes, I'm gonna sleep until noon. No, it wasn't 4. What time was it when I laid down? It was after midnight. I know it was after midnight because I was watching a show. Maybe it was like 2. I don't fucking know. I remember going to sleep and being like, we're gonna sleep till noon. And actually get like 8 hours of sleep. And I was compensating for like waking up. Maybe that's it. I woke up and it was when I went to go to the bathroom the first time. I think it was like 4:15. Because I went to bed before that time. I went to bed sometime between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Pretty sure I was in bed before 3 a.m. But yeah, being that this is just going to be a really tiny meeting, I don't really foresee anybody popping in. I never expect anybody to pop in. But I for surely don't really see anybody popping into this meeting. You never know, but... Don't you know, I had planned on not toking until like noon. So it's like, the day's a little different than we had initially thought, but the best part about having 3 parents is that there will always be someone who can watch Junior. There will always be someone available for her. And I really fucking love that. I love that she has 2 moms and a dad. You know, more and more I'm getting used to the fact. It still triggers me a little bit. Because, my daughter was never supposed to have 3 parents. Or desire to have 4, Like, she talks about my prince all the time and how it will be my prince and it will be her dad. Like, dude. Kids really are the ones that decide if you are their parent or not, you know? If you're putting in the time, the kid recognizes it.
I learned things don't always go as planned, and that's okay.
I'm honestly kind of surprised they even I probably would have kept her out of school because Monday there's no school, and today they're only in school for like 4 hours.
Good morning.
Good morning, Beast. How you doing? Okay, got some grinded up. Let's get our first toke of the day. I'm gonna try and make it to where this is the one toke that we have before we leave. And then I'll watch Rainbow. We'll get home shortly after noon, and then around 2 o'clock, her Allie mom and dad will come pick her up from here. Oh, not really hungry, but I know I need to eat these peaches. As long as we have it before we officially leave the cave, I think we'll be okay. Portion of me kind of wants to listen to the tripod.
It's so good to see you.
What the fuck? Dude, this has been so bogged out. Like, yesterday it had new stuff in the window. Now it's saying I purchased something from the window, and I haven't even been playing for fucking 24 hours. Like, that's... What the fuck? Bro. Okay, the weird thing is that it does have new stuff in here. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck just happened, so we're gonna do this. I don't know what the fuck that was. I've never encountered that happening when I go to Scrooge's store. Technology is a little wishy-washy, and I can't help but feel like it's gotta be because it's so fucking cold outside. It's supposed to be a high of 39 today. The low is 18. That's so fucking cold. Yeah, it says it's 36 degrees outside right now. Bro, the high of the day is literally right now. It gets colder into the afternoon, usually like 5 o'clock. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my, it says that at between 9 and 10 we're supposed to get some snow, and then some more at 6 a.m. Holy shit, it's... That's kind of scary. Wow. Okay. Huh. Mamma mia! Alright. I think I'm gonna put the tripod on. It's a nice little background noise slash something to listen to or respond to. If I had someone to pop in and chat with me for the next hour, that would be cool. But I don't foresee that happening. Uh,
stories, hopefully they're true, to advice that will go from jmiles@gmail.com.
Advice that will go for miles.
Advice that will go for miles@gmail.com. And in the subject line, just write spooky.
Well, that's the perfect segue. That email address actually reminds me of a segment we like to do here from our youngest and least experienced member of our tripod, who gives us some sage wisdom.
Look at the way he clapped his hand to his face. It was a violent sneeze that he double hand smacked himself in the mouth to cover up.
Oh, it went in my brain.
And the way that you sneeze is like a hiss and then a
well, because I know we have a really scream, so
Cheers.
I scream. You know scream sneezers? You're a
scream sneezer.
He's a scream. It's just an extremely loud one, so I was trying to contain it because it would have been really bad.
Sounds like a Decepticon.
It really hurt my brain, actually.
Scream sneezer, report for duty.
Well, if you have a hurt brain and you need some medicine for that hurt, we've got some advice. Advice that will go for miles. Miles. Balls.
Alright.
What's up, Miles Nation?
I'll go check the Fawcett Heights and see if they have night thorns before we try to go back in that store. That was so fucking weird.
Wanted to be crushed into your own bed.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Have you ever wanted to be so tired that you never wake up?
Give it to me, Miles.
Sleep is linked to health. That is a fact that doctors do not dispute.
Yes.
Gravity is your greatest weapon.
Hell yeah.
Use it to defeat your illness and buy a gravity blanket. Yup, gravity blankets are something that if you want to be depressed, you want the feeling of depression in physical form, get a 25-pound gravity blanket and weigh yourself down. It's gonna make you feel cozy and hugged and like you're dying, but it's gonna make you sleep better. And
I want that.
It's a weighted blanket.
I like the feel of a weighted blanket. When my daughter lays on top of me like I'm a mattress, I'm like, yes.
Not too hot.
But then she starts moving around and like it starts hurting my hip. But when she just lays on me like I'm a mattress, it's the greatest feeling ever.
But it is fantastic. It makes you feel like sleepy immediately if you have trouble sleeping. It makes you feel
It's not heavy in that it's like
horrible, but I also want to try. It's a little bit of both.
It's not heavy in that it's like a very thick duvet. It literally has these, I guess, tiny weights inside.
Yeah, it's
And so you just feel trapped.
It's very cool, man. Cool. That also
Yeah.
is just what I've always wanted.
Best case scenario for one of these to drop. Because it puts it all just in the one little area.
Gravity cats that are the size and shape of a cat. Wow. So you can sleep holding essentially like a sandbag.
Dude, I love it.
This all sounds like relationship replacements.
Yeah, like I sleep in bed with my girlfriend. I don't know that I would use a gravity blanket in addition to that, because I feel like it would be too much. Like a hat on a
It
hat.
certainly is not very sexy sounding.
Yeah.
No. So it's bonding.
Hey, let's get under a gravity blanket.
Kind of sounds like a sex.
I mean, honestly,
An anti-thrust blanket. You can't do anything underneath that.
anti-thrust
Business
blanket.
going on.
Anti-thrust blanket. He said. Okay. So we were at 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So yeah, I was right. About 7 of them spawn. So tomorrow we will finally have completed that.
She's obsessed
Yay.
with gravity blankets and has about 3 in her living room. Only her living room. And so we'll go over to like play card games and like get drunk, and the drunker you get, the more trapped you are by these things.
Yeah.
And it's a horrifying experience. But she also has a gravity eye mask So it's
Oh.
like a sleep mask to block out the light, but you just feel like someone's kind of pressing against your eyes.
Did you guys see at the massage that we all got? They gave us a sandbag as an eye mask.
It was like that. That's that feeling.
That was pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works. Wow, what an episode of the Tri-5. You learned so much. You heard about our trips and adventures. You got to hear some spooky stories. Why, this must be the
Been a hot
greatest
moment since I've
podcast
harvested
in the
bananas.
world. Wow, what an episode from your favorite boys and also Miles Bonsignore. We sign off. Remember that we...
That was a real one.
Scream, sneeze.
And we have our last... Is this coming out next week?
It's coming out next week, and actually we're still collecting submissions, as always, at imdrunktryguys@gmail.com.
Okay.
Give us those drunk stories.
Get drunk and email us.
But you have to be inebriated. Send stone stories as well, but please specify in your message which you are.
But if you're listening to this and you're in the Seattle area, tonight is our final Legends of the Internet tour.
This is an old tripod, just so you know. I'm not up to date on it. When I come across a new tripod, I like to listen to it from the beginning.
26th show in the world. Well, we did some world traveling. I never thought that when we started making these videos we would end up doing a world tour, and yet here we are. It's been a really amazing ride, and we'd love to have you join us for our final show. But until next week,
Thursday morning and you're in a nearby state, start driving right now.
you can make it.
Just start driving.
You know, it's gonna be great. But this has been the Tripod. We'll talk to you next week. Until next week, Keith, hit us with that Tripod theme song. Well, we're gonna have a good time next week. Gonna have a good time next week. Until next time, stay beautiful.
Ramble.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Tripod. We're the Try Guys. It's Keith. Hey, it's Zach. Whoa. It's Ned. Hi. And Miles.
Yo.
We are going to talk about so many wonderful things today. You wrote in to our special Gmail when you happen to be inebriated, and of course over 21, so we will be reading those out and reacting to your questions.
Of course.
We just got back from our Pacific Northwest tour dates, the closing night of the Legends of the Internet in Seattle. It was epic.
It was crazy. It was nuts. People were like, there's videos of people singing along to the playlist like 20 minutes before the show even started.
Not just singing, they were up in their seats.
Smash Mouth All-Star. Apparently we should have played that before we went on stage at every single city.
We were backstage getting ready, and all of a sudden, like, I could just, it was a wave of people singing as loud as they could, screaming, hey now, here in Austin. It really gave me, that was like the energy I needed to just knock that show out of the park.
It was probably our most perfect shows. Technically perfect. The audience volunteers were awesome. The audience itself was incredible.
So towards the finale, first of all, Ned and I were sick probably that whole weekend. Ned especially, you had a horrible cough.
Hey, besties. Okay, guys, so a customer requested a custom order, and all they wanted was for it to be Christmas themed. She said that she loves, in all capital letters, Christmas. So this entire cup is Christmas. This red glitter is Flame Diamond Cut. The green glitter is Kiss Me Diamond Cut, and the center mixed glitter is Jolly. All three of these glitters are from AB Designs Co. You guys can use my discount code. It is Bestie, and that will save you guys some motherfucking money. Ho, 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 motherfucker. And then these decals are also from AB Designs.
Ho, 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 motherfucker.
I wanted something just super fucking bitch slap Christmassy right in your motherfucking face, right? I want Santa to skeet into your eyes, and then you see Christmas all year round, essentially, with us. This is so motherfucking sparkly. We have presents, we have holly, we have berries, we have candy canes. And then for the decal, I decided to put tis the season, because I really wanted to put jizz the season, but I didn't know if I could make it inappropriate or not. Here it is. Look at how fucking cute that is, you guys. I fucking love it. This puts me in the Christmas spirit. It makes me want to buy unnecessary gifts for myself. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
There are some stories.
Ah, yes.
I had to sing an octave lower than normal because anytime I started going like,
Ooh.
There it is, yeah. So I sing all my songs down here.
That's hot. Also, there's a couple points in the show where I get to like set up something and make Ned laugh in a horrific way, and I forgot 3 nights in a row that I was making him do these very challenging, high-pitched laughs that made him cough.
yeah, me laughing just normally
Ooh.
will make me trigger a coughing fit, but laughing in a funny character voice definitely, yeah, it's like it's been lasting for a while, about 2 weeks.
So I drink normally about 4 or 5 bottles of water during our show, but this show, because I was sick, I probably drank like 9. Just every second I was off stage, I was chugging 1 to 2 bottles. And at the very end of the show, we have this emotional, like, ballad song, and it's this beautiful moment of the song where you go, you can surprise yourself, and we harmonize, and it's really cute, and we like floating to each other in the middle of the stage. It's the big finale of our final show, and I go to sing that line, and I vomited in my mouth. I don't know if it was all the liquid or the ill feeling, and so I go, you can and I caught it in my mouth, and I'm looking at the audience, and like every eye is on me, and I just held that line, and I just swallowed it, and I kept it together, and I sang the second line, and I finished that fucking show.
Why would you tell us this? Because now we're so upset that you actually didn't vomit. That would have been so,
so funny. That would have been hilarious.
It would have been a projectile. Like, it was, I felt it. It was a missile that
Oh
came
my
from out of nowhere.
God.
I didn't eat anything. I don't eat 5 hours before the show. It wasn't like some bad scallops or something like that.
Usually people say vomit in your mouth as like, you know, a turn of phrase, but you literally vomited in your mouth.
And then fucking swallowed it.
And I caught it.
Would you say that you surprised yourself?
And you know what? I did so well that I did find pride in myself.
Well, I had a little bit of a crazy customs adventure. Did I tell you guys about this?
I kind of got a gist of it, but we don't know the deets.
Yeah, well, so we had difficulty shipping our t-shirts, all of our merchandise into Canada because it's an international place. There's a border crossing, NAFTA, all this stuff. And so we figured we would just carry it by hand. We packed a whole bunch of like sweatshirts and like t-shirts. We have posters, and we're like carrying them through customs. And here's the critical decision: do we declare it and say, hey, we're bringing in this merchandise, we intend to sell it, we pay some sort of a tax, or do we just kind of slide on through, say we have nothing to declare? Basically, do we smuggle t-shirts into Canada?
3 of us kept walking through.
3 of us did not declare anything, and 1 of us who wanted to follow the rules and not get thousands of dollars worth of fines just in case, because we do, as a group, kind of band-looking sort of group of people, might be willing to ask some questions. Anyways, I declared it, and then I went to a separate line.
Keith, did you even see it as an option?
Being here's almost
Yeah.
as good
Okay,
as
you, but
So
what,
are you bringing along like goods with the intent to sell / distribute? And I was like, no. I'm not.
I'm
On my
not.
person right now.
I'm
No.
not.
Is there a bag I'm receiving check luggage that is? Yeah, but right now, no.
So I said yes, and so everyone is like flying through because it's the U.S.-Canada border. It's probably one of the chillest borders out there.
It should be.
I mean, it's moderately chill. You know, we all know a Canadian friend whose student visa ran out and they got into bad situation, but generally it's a pretty chill border.
when you enter the country, they go, oh, welcome, sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome, sorry.
Everyone's just streaming through, nothing to declare, nothing to declare, nothing to declare. I go to then a separate counter, and this isn't just like someone at a placard. This is like a man in a booth, and he's just the nicest. He's like, okay, so you're going to do a show? Oh, a show, eh? And so you said you had some commercial goods with you, but it's not that much, right? I was like, yeah, no, it's not that much. He's like, okay, so like, it's just like props and costumes. You're not selling anything, right? I'm like, well, no, I am selling He's like, yeah, but you're not like selling a whole, like a large amount. He's like, what's the value of what you're selling? So I say, you know, a number, and he's like, it's like a couple $1,000s. He's like, oh gosh, it's really right on the border there.
He really wanted you to just lie to him.
Nothing more. He was like, his face was begging me to just lie to him.
He was like, listen to me, dude. I'm not looking for you. There's a dude next to you who has a 20-pound bag of just weird spices.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop you. So then he's like, okay, well, that amount, you should probably go to the cashier. And then I go to the cashier. These two sweet young women, they are Try Guys fans. They're super excited. And they say, okay, well, we're going to have to charge a duty on this. I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm not actually the seller. Live Nation is the seller. Maybe they're supposed to pay for it. And they're like, well, we're not sure, so we'll send you. You can go on ahead, and someone else will verify your bag. So I think maybe now these are guys, Try Guys fans that let me off without having to pay my duty tax, which, first of all, that's a funny word.
Very funny word.
Duty. Can we take a moment for
That's a very funny word.
duty
I'm gonna tell you,
taxes?
I'm barely holding it together.
I don't know how the government expects the whole world not to laugh at that.
So all of these really nice customs agents, they're saying nothing but sorry and and I think I'm gonna get.
Alright, I'll try the weird ass fucking store again. So I haven't been in the store. I haven't bought anything. So it's really odd.
This is the detainment area for.
Like, it's a new store. Like, I don't recognize any of this. But why is that, like, not there? That makes no sense to me. I love that swing, but I already have one. And the story is exactly the same as that first time we tried to come in.
6,000 snails. I don't see what the big deal is. It's just me and my snail. Not a criminal.
Suddenly, everyone was a lot less nice. All the chairs were a lot less comfortable, and everyone there is having a difficult conversation. There's one guy.
I'm just really kind of taken back how it says that I bought something there and I clearly didn't. Ooh, white French castle wallpaper. Yes, please. I'm pleased with what we have in here. I'm just like a bit perturbed. Ooh, that's a nice wardrobe. I like that. We're gonna buy it. I like marble. Marble is a beautiful thing. It's just so fucking expensive. Ooh. Very pretty. Okay, like, it's a good store, too. Like, but why is that window display say it's purchased? Like, that makes no sense to me. You know what? I'm gonna buy the black wetsuit. I don't think I've ever bought a wetsuit. I think that's my first time buying one. Oh, hey, Lightning McQueen. Oh, it just says it's a burgundy zip-up hoodie. Interesting.
Have you had an airport sandwich before?
Yeah, it's more like
Thank you kindly.
I go from this like really nice. Everyone's really
Blue
nice.
slacks.
This is the
Why not?
area where customs
Why
agents
not?
difficult job of deciding who gets to come in and who doesn't.
You know what? Fuck it. That's only 600. And I literally own a burgundy zip-up hoodie, so twinsies. This Mariner watch. We're forever in a day seeing it. So let's go ahead. Like, I'm hoping that by buying some of the stuff that I've seen come into the store numerously, that it will hopefully give me some new things tomorrow. I'm still very weirded out that this display was gone, even though I did not purchase it. I find that extremely odd, but it is what it is. I love buying piles of books. Like, every room can have a pile of book in my opinion. Alright, let's go and save this before we leave the building. The buildings are the one things that's, like, bogged out the most. I feel like if ever there's going to be a glitch, it's going to happen when you're going in and out of a building.
I can't believe I found Simba. And he's alive.
Okay. Well, we still have about 40 minutes before I have to leave. Or like 35-ish minutes. So let's go ahead and just work on our current quest. Questination. Questination unknown. I love the name. Oh, that's good. Ah, the cardboards!
Hello.
Ooh. This is so silly. Oh, man. This is gonna be so silly. This is so cute. Cutest little monsters you've ever did see. Oh my goodness. Oh, Vanellope. Candy? Interesting. Lightyear. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hell yeah. Of course I want to see if there's anything behind the door. This is so fucking fun. So silly. Huh, I beat the bad guy before I even opened the door. I just love it. Princess Lightyear. Optional. Tell Mastermind you foiled his plan.
Hello?
Ah, revenge. Actually, no more story for Stitch. Go outside. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was stupendously fun. Pages. Pages. Pages, pages, pages. I love you. You're so delicious too. Oh, let's save real quick. And methinks I'm gonna get one more. Get another. Jaded Rose. Loaded to perfection. I'm super glad that I altered my thigh-high compression stockings, because they're big enough to fit my thighs, but they're super long. So what I did is I just essentially cut the feet off, because they were full stockings, so I turned them into essentially like a long-ass leg warmer. And it works out really nicely. It still goes over my ankle and actually gives some good compression on my ankles still, even better than when it had the full sock. And then it's not bunched up or feeling weird at the top of my thighs. It actually feels extremely comfortable. And like, these are crazily sexy too, because they're thigh-high stockings. Like, these stockings go all the way up to my butt and vagina. Yeah, it's fantastic.
As my inner voice likes to remind me.
Time to sleep. See ya.
Daddy's house. I love how I set it up. Just like very intermixed. I definitely kind of want to add a little walkway to this, but it's meant to be a racetrack. So, I think I did a really good job. Oh, shit. This one is blocking that path a little bit, though. Oh, it is literally 4:20, somewhere right this moment. And I have to end the meeting in about 15 minutes, so perfect timing. Cheers, and of course thank you to anyone who's joined me for this little mini meeting. Just really waking up and preparing us to go get Junior. And prepare for the fucking... it's gonna be so fucking cold outside. Ugh, it's 36 degrees, but it's gonna start going down. Like, yeah, it's 35 now because it literally, the warmest portion of the day is 11 a.m. And then it's gonna start getting colder in the afternoon, which is just wild. Like, it will be 33 degrees when her Allie mom and dad pick her up. Like, bro. Pure insanity. Oh. Fungin, like a dungeon, but it's a fun dungeon. Oh man, this was probably the funnest quest thus far. The hero returns victorious and covered in sticky, slimy dragon goo. Give me those keys, we'll unlock the chest together. 3, 2, 1, unlock! Quest complete. Now open the chest and check out what's inside. The honor of saving the kingdom is all yours, hero. And so is the treasure in there.
Okay, go on.
Alright.
Thank.
Get out of here, you old chump. Oh man. I love Vanellope's room. It's so cute. Lounge, baby. Lounge. I said lounge. When I say lounge, I say lounge. Alright, what is gonna be inside? It's gonna be... I was gonna say something hilarious, but... What was that? It was like Great, and now it's not showing us? I think it's just cardboard cutouts of... the first one, it just looked like a cardboard cutout. As you open the chest, all the fun the kingdom was missing exploded out. It was bright and colorful and sparkly. Thank you, hero. You have brought fun to the valley. The kingdom for the rest of time. Use those decorations to keep making new adventures, and nobody here will ever be bored again. Wait, there's more. Here's your last treasure. A flashback to our first fun time together. It's finally finished. It's so weird when she's all glitched out that she's just sparkles. She's just dreamlight magic. Place that cart wherever you want in the village. Oh, splendid hero. Consider it a monument to our awesomeness. And thanks for playing along, chum. I now see what the blast of the valley can be. Yes, quite right. Quite right. Alright. Oh, man. When I get back home, I have to take my medicine, which... it's over there. I'm gonna prepare in the bauble now, so that when slightly in the future Amber gets here, she'll be able to just take the bauble. But yeah, I love it. So my compression socks, they just look like nylons, and they are literally thigh highs. So it's like, it's like sexy but healthy. Like I feel like no one would even know it was a compression stocking unless I said so. Like, I love them. I love them so much. Found them on Amazon. I had gotten the biggest size, which I do feel like was good for my thighs, but they're like super long, so I just cut the feet off, and now they're just like a toeless tube stocking. I want to place the cart that we just got. Yep, okay, yeah, I thought so. It's just all the little... That was our prize. Yay! Oh my goodness. Oh, Jeebus. Okay, come on. Okay, what the actual fuckity? Okay, there we go. Kind of feel like putting it here will be perfect because we can't walk through here anyways. Yeah, that's satisfying. Wow, that looks so fucking cool, and it really is perfect because we couldn't walk through there anyways because of the way the tree was set up. Ooh, oh shit. Oh, yeah. She rounds the corner. She turns. She passes the Vanellope. Vanellope seems to be stuck on a tree. Ah, 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 ah. She stops to pet her capybara. The capybara seems very happy. She rounds. She wins. It's a joyous momentum. Alright. That was fun. I gotta end the meeting soon because we are gonna be leaving soon. It is extremely cold outside. That's why I'm leaving so much earlier. Because I know my body, and even with putting, like, my compression socks, which actually kind of keep me warm, this dress, which creates, like, a heat tunnel, keeps me warm. I'll be wearing my winter jacket, keep me warm. I know that my legs will lock up. I have severe arthritis in my left side of my lower body, and I have mild arthritis, Or wait, no, it's moderate? Yeah. So I have severe on the left and moderate on the right. The right isn't as worse as the left, but it is bad. I don't need a right hip replacement. I need a left. But that's hugely contributed to the fact that I'm a Lego. Like, I was born missing pieces of my body, and when it grew in wrong. It grew in fucking square. Like, I have a square hip socket. Like, straight up. The femur, the hip bone that goes into it is round, but the socket it's in is square. I'm a fucking Lego, and it's wild. And it's painful. Like, it's caused me pain my whole entire life. I hugely contribute the fact that I was able to do the things I did when I was younger because I smoked a lot of marijuana. And marijuana for me is a medicine, and a pain medicine at that. So I truly feel that I was able to do all those crazy walks and bike rides and things because my friends just were all stoners, so I could just always be medicated. And I learned to pretend to be high. Like, just kind of like... I pretended essentially like I'm sleepy but aware. And like I apologize to anyone that offends because I'm pretending, but it's like, what else could I do? Because I didn't have a consistent access to marijuana. I would get it from my friends, and the moment I thought that it wasn't affecting me, they wouldn't share it with me. So I would have to pretend. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to affect me the way that it affects them. For me, it's a medicine. I can count on still one hand all of the times that I've been marijuana drunk, where I was just so fucking medicated that I was like, oh my gosh, like, is this what being stoned feels like? Like, is this what people feel every time they do this? Because that's wild. For me, it just makes my brains able to think a bit better and my body hurt a bit less. That's it. And it's always been that way. It's quite awesome. But also kind of annoying because psilocybin has also been tested and proven, and it's on its way to being legal here in Oregon. Low doses of shrooms. That's what psilocybin is. It helps individuals with anxiety, PTSD, depression, lots of other things. For me, um, it's another mood stabilizer. Like, it gives me mind clarity, which is wild because the way that psilocybin or magic mushrooms are depicted in society is like you're on a fucking trip. And for me, like, I think maybe life is the trip, and when I put, like, as I don't have the chemicals to make life not feel like a trip, right? So when I put these things in me, it helps me to I don't even know. I don't understand how it works, but it's hilarious, you know. Um I'm just used to things not affecting me the way that it affects other people. And because, unfortunately, alcohol came into my life at an early age, it's the same thing with alcohol. People are usually really surprised by how much I can drink and be coherent. You know what I mean? And a huge portion of that is just the fact that I don't drink very often. Um, but I can drink. So that's why it doesn't affect me. You have a chemical imbalance when you put other chemicals into your body. It's not going to affect you the way that someone who doesn't have a chemical imbalance and they put chemicals in them and it unbalances them. You know, I'm unbalanced without it. It's a foreign concept to most people, but for me, it's how I've gotten through life. Like, my best dude was like, today's a good day. I hope it's good for you. And I was like, I was like asking. Blue Bear's like, do we feel good? Like, is it a good day? And I'm like, it's not a bad day. we just feel determined. Like, I feel like Robot Amber just took over. Robot Mommy, because when we got that message 2 hours ago, I was like, alright, we gotta prepare to get our mini. But I thought I would be sleeping right now. I didn't think I'd have my first medicine till the afternoon, and we're on our second one, which it looks like a strawberry, or like, oh, it looks like the Bigfoot. It's here, I think. Yeah, it's shaped like the Bigfoot, where it's just round, and then it has two little feetsies on the bottom. This is Rainbow's. His name is Yeti. He's Yeti the Bigfoot, and then there's Star the festive tree. It's so cute. And then I got, I named, it's like a little Yeti that has a peppermint swirl. He's Jake, because I have a bigger Yeti that I named Finn, because the face looks like Finn, the human, to me. So I was like, this is Finn. And now Finn has Jake, and they're both Yetis, and it's amazing. And then I have, a little octopus. Her name is Pearl, but her name that she came with is like her government name is Beulah. I named her Pearl, but I like the Beulah, so she's PB. Pearl Beulah. Pearl Beulah. Beulah. Beula. It's so Beulah. It's so cool and weird to say, but so cool. Beulah. But yeah, there was like a little 4-pack of Squishmallows at Walgreens, and it was the last one, and I was like, oh, definitely getting this. And it's going to be from Blue Bear, and it's going to, I chose my first one because I knew that I wanted the little octopus with the hat. And then I let Rainbow choose her next one. Don't you know, I thought I was going to have the tree, because I think it's so adorable, and I probably would have named her Star or Twinkle or something like that. But Rainbow, that was the first one she chose, and I was like, all right, cool. So it was a choice for me between the Yeti and the Bigfoot. And the Bigfoot was really cute, but I imagined the Bigfoot going to Rainbow. So I took the Yeti, which I had never really imagined getting the Yeti. But then when I saw it next to Finn, I was like, oh my gosh, this was destiny. Like, Finn and Jake are complete. And Finn is a rainbow fucking Yeti, and Jake is a tiny peppermint Yeti with a little of hair. It's so fucking cute. I'm like, oh, I'm so here for it. So I'm gonna be going to get Rainbow. But after Rainbow leaves around like 2, I'm definitely gonna be doing another meeting. I played some Fortnite Lego. That's why I was up until after midnight. I was watching a crazy 1.5 hour episode about Chowchilla. I think it's Chowchilla. Fucking in the 1970s, 26 children and 1 adult went missing, and it's a crazy wild story. Very much recommend watching it. So fucking wild, just unbelievably wild. But I watched that while I was playing. I gave myself an hour and a half, which is what the duration of that was, to play some Fortnite Lego, and we did some work. Went back into the cave, got myself marble. We got to go back to the cave to get knot root and marble and stuff. The first cave I found, like, it's soon gonna be depleted, but one thing I've noticed, the difference between having a survival world with baddies and a survival world without the baddies, like, is that when you go into a cave, they're way bigger when there's no baddies. It makes it to where the cave itself is terrifying. When you have baddies, this cave I went into, it was much smaller. It didn't have another opening, because I found that in the other one, the caves had 2 openings. Like, you went in one end, and you could make your way through the cave and come out in another entrance. In this one, it was just like a cave, and it was full of boobies, chests, and you know, it was big, but it wasn't like super duper big. But there's lots of marbles still in it, so we're gonna go and we're just gonna harvest all of the goods in it. So that will be fun. That will be after. That'll probably be like, I don't know, around like 3 o'clock, I would think. Maybe sooner. Sometime between 2 and 3.
Keep believing in yourself. Wonderful things are sure to happen. Ugh, mornings.
But yeah, the walk to get my daughter. If you were a non handy capable individual, you don't have any mobility issues, you don't use a mobility aid, the walk would be 15, maybe 20 minutes because the cold tends to make even the most normal person walk. So actually, it'll probably make you walk faster. So, but anyways, it's a 15-minute walk. For me, I can't walk like that, and I have to take breaks. And especially with it being so cold, I'm gonna have to stop, kind of march in place, stretch, keeping my body extra warm, and making sure my joints are lubricated because they're gonna stiffen up. When I get back into the cave, I'm gonna be in a lot of pain. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Um, that's why I'm super glad I got my compression socks on. Like, my legs are nice and warm right now, and I stretched before starting this meeting. But yeah, I leave here in about 5, 7 minutes. The alarm will go off at 10:45. Um, I will put my shoes on and then head out to get my mini. She gets out of school early. Um, I like to give myself 30 to 45 minutes, even though sometimes I have done the walk in less than 20 minutes, but then I'm in so much pain because I wasn't mindfully taking those breaks. Like, I have to take breaks. Like, even if my body feels like it's doing okay, it's not. Like, if I push it in a way that I know it can't handle it, I will just be in pain even more so. Like, I'm in pain right now. It's just like it's the least amount of pain, but I always have pain in my left hip. It's just, wow. And it's partially numb right now. That's great. Oh my gosh. I just, because I'm touching my hip right here and I can tell that it's partially numb. Well, that is, that's troublesome. Wee! God damn. I look like a sexy hobbit. Oh, I fucking love myself so much, you guys. Like, I really, 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 really want everyone to love themselves, or at least like themselves, you know? Every day, wake up and tell yourself something that you like about yourself. I have days where I have to do that, you know? Most of the time, I don't, because I just find myself extremely amazing and beautiful and magical. But some days I have to be like, you know, I like your shape. I like your mouth. I love your hair, you know, like don't nitpick the things that you don't like. Nitpick the things you do. And you'll find that more and more each day you'll wake up liking yourself more, and one day you'll love yourself and you'll be like, "Whoa, who the fuck is this person?"
What a perfect day.
I agree, Yana. Ten 42. It's not 10:43, but 10:42. Perfect time to hit Jaded Rose, take our last herbal medicine, last caffeine. I got my earbuds, I have my phone. I'll make sure to bring napkin slash tissue with me. Um, yeah. I'm really thankful to anyone who's tuned in. This was the perfect game to choose. We did Vanellope's quest after we collected all the night thorns, and the chests. We did, in fact, find moonstone one as well as a green one, which gives you a little. It had given us a shell scallop, like I actually already have one. It's in our mermaid medicine room. You know what? We'll finish in there. But yeah, we found our green chest and it gave us that, which I'm really happy about because I could have bought one, but if I don't have to use my coinage to get it, then I'm not going to use my coinage. But um, I'm going to set up a really... I already have an awesome little aerial sort of setup, but I want to add more to it. I want it to be even more fantastical, the one that's outside, because this is my mermaid medicine room, and like we've had this chair for a hot minute. I believe this was the chair that was in the store. It's actually funny, the chair that we get for like in Ariel's quest, it used to be in here, but I think I have it outside because it's very much more of an outside one. Plus, like, how cute is this fucking little chasse fucking loud? Like, that's the perfect mermaid chair. Like, you just, like, your tail would go that way. Like, oh, I love my mermaid medicine room. All right, 10:45. So let's just sit my sexy little tush down on this chair and say thank you again to anyone that's been lurking, twerking, watching incognitally, watching this later on as posted content. I hope to see you in the next meeting, which will be some Fortnighties, a little bit of festival, a lot of fucking Lego, a little bit of pew 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 pew, because we never actually did play some pew pew, and we still need to get our Oscar. Wow. Do you think Oscar has a Lego skin? Oh, I hope Oscar has a Lego skin. I haven't checked to see yet, because we have Oscar, so we could check to see that. Meow. Well, anyways, if there's only one thing that you take away from my deliciously moist content, I hope it's this. To always, always be kind to yourself and everyone else. Hope to see you next time. Bye. Ooh.